EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The first of three on this fine Sunday. It is Super Wildcard Weekend, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. A carry now for Gibson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Back to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
We talked at the start of the game, Mike, the energy in this stadium. And now after that early turnover, it's certainly not going to help quiet this crowd. They clearly came into this game facing an uphill battle, and they've made it here even harder on themselves with that early turnover.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll look to pick this up third and a yard. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down.
That's a great job defensively. The goal of every defense in the NFL is to accomplish one of two things. Turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big third down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Now Gibson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a second down and 8. Here with Gibson into the secondary at the 45, and he'll be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incomplete completion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field, you're hoping that next possession has a different result.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
One quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. 3-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Richardson will give it to Taylor. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run with Taylor. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. The motion man is Sanders. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Richardson. Open man downfield. It's Mitchell. He is in. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy. Tanner Brown on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Colts are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Sim. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. On the ground, Gibson. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. That one intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick-6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick-6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick-6. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Give him 16 there, and a 1st down. Here's Gibson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's in! Touchdown, Cleveland.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Browns are back in this one. It's 17-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Second and a yard. Richardson operating from the pistol. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Downs goes in motion. Now a give up the middle. There he goes, inside the 30. And he will finally be taken down, but not until he gets to the Colts' 15-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it
to the goal line and in. Contavion Sanders. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Here's Brown on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts up their lead, It's now 24-7. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC Wildcard game. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A tight end in motion now. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On first down, it's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
A second down throw for Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's third and 10. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Colts first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Sanders. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Now it's Taylor. A second effort, and he is in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for Gibson. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to try it here again. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamari Thrash. Touchdown, Browns.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll run here with Hill. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Richardson. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the gun, Richardson. That's to the left side and taken in by Downs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
The motion man here is Mitchell. On 2nd down, Richardson. Going right sideline and complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Indy. Extra point coming now from Brown. He's got it. And the Colts will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Browns getting their punting team out there. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Second down and 8. They'll run a draw now with Taylor. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Indianapolis.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Downs goes in motion. On the ground, it's Taylor. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Here's Taylor. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal. The motion man here is Mitchell. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete right side. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. It's a pickup of 12. It's a Browns 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A hit, and he has lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. So it's a win for the Colts. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.